it's Grace Duckworth here with another yoga and wellness tip every day of December. Today I'm at the Yoga Patch Studio in Waldo, right before my 5:15 Vinyasa class, and I'll be demonstrating how to practice Sarvangasana or shoulder stand and Halasana or plough pose at the wall. So a lot of people have a hard time getting into these postures because maybe they don't have the shoulder stability, core strength, or maybe just body awareness to be able to get into these postures. So a great way to build awareness to make it easier in transitioning through these postures is by working at a wall first. All you'll need is a wall and then 1 or 2 blankets or maybe towels if you don't have blankets. At home I use beach towels. Today I'm going to be using 2 blankets on top of each other because I like a little bit more cushion to pose. You're going to stack them on top of each other and measure from wrist to elbow. Matching wrist at the wall and pulling your blankets to the length of the elbow. You'll then scoot as close to the wall as you possibly can and swing your legs up to find the legs up the wall. This way, when you lay down, your head will be off of the blanket. Your shoulders will have about 2 inches behind them. That way, when you lift up, your shoulders have space to move back into the pose. Because Sarvangasana and Setu Bandha Sarvangasana, or shoulder stand, and bridge pose have so much in common, I like to first move to bridge pose at the wall. So we're going to ground through the arms, push the feet into the wall, and roll yourself up into bridge pose. You're going to slide your feet up to a point that feels relatively comfortable for you. Begin pressing down through your shoulders even more, taking pressure out of the neck and moving it into the shoulder joint. Maybe you work here for a bit, maybe you practice rolling down and rolling back up. When you're ready to move on, you'll take your hands to your lower back and then maybe adjust the shoulders and elbows a little closer to each other. Keeping one foot on the wall, reach the other leg away. Hold for 3 to 5 breaths, and then switch sides. Again, holding for 3 to 5 breaths. When you get comfortable there, squeeze your legs together and remove both legs away from the wall at the same time. Hold 3 to 5 breaths. Now that some people will be in more of a angled shape with more of the weight of their hips into their hands, while you get more and more comfortable with the posture, you might begin trying to stack the navel under the knees, under the toes. Feel free to take your feet to the wall and come down out of the pose whenever you need to. Returning to legs up the wall to rest. And then when you feel ready to move toward Halasana or plough pose, we'll go through the same work. We'll go back to our shoulder stand. Pressing down through the arms, really firm through the shoulders. Press with the feet, roll up first into your Setu Bandha Sarvangasana or bridge at the wall. Take your hands to the lower back, squeeze the thighs together, engage the belly. Pull the feet away from the wall into Sarvangasana or shoulder stand. Then keeping your hands at the back, press your hips toward the wall and begin dropping your legs behind you. Now the reason we drop the hands or the hips into the hands is to get more length in the lower back versus allowing the legs to drop back and rounding the spine. We want to push the tush toward the wall and begin dropping the legs. So in time, your feet might touch the ground, but what we're looking for is the knees to be closer to the line of the forehead versus behind the head, which is a good way to know that your back is round. Doesn't matter if your feet are off of the ground in the pose, either way is fine. What we're looking for is long lower back, active core, pushing through the shoulders. You have 2 options to get out. You could go through the same way we went through out of our shoulder stand, taking feet to the wall and rolling down, or from your Halasana, keep your legs as close to the body as you can, and slowly roll down one vertebrae at a time back to your legs up the wall. When you're complete, I would suggest taking your knees to your chest and your nose to your knees to move in the opposite direction. And then follow with a few nerve glides. If you haven't done the nerve glide video, I'll post it in the description box below so you can find it and follow up. Thank you very much for joining me today and watching this video. Please share, like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and check out graceduckworth.com as I prepare to launch my online yoga studio in January. Have a great evening. Bye.